Guess what, guys? I finally got into Doom! I initially played through 1, 2, and 64, and I loved all 3 of them. About a month ago, I finally got an idea for a Doom-related video. To share it with the world, and to stall myself from reviewing Fire Emblem Fates, I decided to rank every level from the classic era of Doom. In other words, I will rank every level of all 4 episodes of Doom 1, Doom 2 and its master levels, and both parts of Final Doom. Restriction time! In my opinion, the era of classic Doom ended in December of '97, when id Software released the source code. As such, any level made after that date will not count. Also, as much as I love that game, no levels from Doom 64. It's just too much of its own thing for me, personally. Without further ado, let's go to it. This so-called secret level feels like a placeholder they left in the game by mistake. It's just 2 enemy gauntlets in a room with doors and their keys right next to each other. At the end of it all, it just wastes ammo. Avoid it. Way too drawn out, the blue key didn't actually spawn for me, and the last segment has no reason to drag as hard as it does. It's only higher than Fortress of Mystery for at least being an actual level. A neat concept butchered by bad design, and I actually got soft-locked at one point in the level. Nothing speaks fun quite like slowly walking a tightrope in a fast-paced action game. Okay, which one of y'all decided to spam pointy rocks and lost souls? This pyramid overstays its welcome, with or without the yellow key. Starts off pretty fun, but then it just goes to shit. So, I heard you like Revenants. John Romero cobbled this mess together in only 6 hours, and it shows. I could tell that the fake exit was, well, fake, but I still hate the backtracking and especially the dark maze. It's a bit less annoying on repeat playthroughs when you know what to do, but for first time players, this is a slog. If this is Baron's Den, where are all the Barons? Honestly, this level is just a little too big for my taste. Be honest everyone, who found the section of the Cacodemons remotely fun? It plays like it looks. Bland. More like barrels of not fun. What's the point of those rising and falling platforms again? Hey all aspiring level designers, if you need a big ass arrow telling you where to go, your level is not well designed. How is anyone supposed to find that yellow key without a guide? That switch puzzle is really annoying. Aggressively mediocre penultimate level. I honestly don't have much to say, it's just really confusing. Didn't know hell had sewers. Anyway, keep those radiation shields up. Visually ugly and confusing design-wise. Annoying to navigate, and that Revenant trap is just stupid. Praise the unholy red key! The battle's outcome mostly depends on luck. Picks up a little bit with that big wide open area near the end, but still a really boring maze. You know, I could make easy to navigate corridors. Or I could just use the warp slab. I had quite the clutch finish when I played this. The first time I played this, I think I might have soft-locked myself in the room with the blue key. You mean to tell me I had to slowly crawl up the stairs, flip the switch, go through the teleporter, flip the switch, go back up through the teleporter, cross the bridge, and then leave the level? You can skip the whole level with a very hidden switch right next to the exit. Lots of warping, lots of tight spaces. Recipe for disaster. The big fight in the courtyard is pretty fun, but not much else. Despite how big and confusing it is, it honestly wouldn't be half bad as a Smash Brothers stage. I still fucking hate the Pain Elemental Trap, the home of the Nope Room. Don't have much to say. Just cramped, simultaneously simple and confusing. Way too short, even for a first level. Same problem as the last one. I only put it higher because of the Berserk pack. Lots and lots of backtracking. I kinda love and hate this one. It's a fun fight for the fort, albeit a little confusing and cheap. Make good use of those radiation shields, or else you'll die. Shoot the spider demon a few times with a BFG. Your winner. Way to reuse something and misspell it so nobody would notice. Ahem. Why does this level have to be so dark? Just lure the cyber demons away, grab the key, and be on your way. That one jump is annoying. Final Doom 13. Revenants of the Caribbean. Wait a minute, this is an open season. Where are Elliot and Boog? You better make it with the cyber demon, guarantee! Turns out it wasn't Thanos or a lack of resources that ravaged Titan. It was Doom Guy. Did anyone see the yellow key in the crate? In true Doom fashion, it does not at all look like a prison. Impossible mission. My ass. King Doom Hearts. An onslaught of evil traps. Suck my infinitely tall shaft of splash damage, you fucking boners. Really short with lots of hallways. Decent level, but the maze and the closing door hold it back from being any higher. The icon of Sinfight in this level kinda kills it for me. A shame too, because the rest of the level is really solid. Okay, that backdrop is honestly really cool. Wait, that's blood? I thought that was lava. How was I supposed to know to shoot the switch? Why is that one room near the end so dark? A good introduction to hell. It's just a little short is all. Make sure to pick up the shotgun if you missed the one in the hangar. Most of the level is fun, but why did they have to drag out that final room as much as they did? The big shootout that occurs when you grab the blue key single-handedly makes this level. Still less unsettling than River Twigs. A pretty simple puzzle level. The end of this map is what would happen if Rian Johnson designed a Doom level. Where was Arvis, by the way? It's great when TNT focuses on quality over quantity, especially since it barely does it. Pretty fun sandbox-style arena map. I sure love getting caught up on a narrow bridge with multiple revenants. Insert Twitter joke into the courtyard. Make sure you mop up those pain elementals. I mean, that could go for any level with those bastards. Kinda slows down at the end, but still a pretty good map. Those Hell Knights are either really brave or really stupid. Either way, they're really screwed. That last Archvile is such a dick move. It seems like meatballs are on the menu for dinner. I kinda like this level's feeling of desperation. Early game Archviles. That's Plutonia for you. Was that Mancubus suicidal? What does teleporting around narrow platforms have to do with Christ? Pain elementals in the first map. That's Plutonia for you. A pretty fun Dead Simple rendition, even if it is a bit cheap at times. Pro tip, get the Cyber Demon stuck on the pillar. Good penultimate level. Reminds me of the Fire Temple from Ocarina of Time, even though the game didn't exist yet. That is one spooky, scary trap at the end. Make sure you brought a BFG to deal with the imps. Doom Guy for Smash, when? It's always a blessing to see unused content get reused. Look up the details yourself. One Revenant ambush spawn? What if we added 2? Rest in peace, sweet Spider Demon. You will be missed. If you're desperate, you can squeeze through that last gate with only 2 keys. Why are the red and blue keys cards, but the yellow key is a skull? No need for the yellow key, just barge through the window above the exit. If this is a ghost town, why are there firing squads? Still has better animation than Pokemon Sword and Shield. People actually paid for this. Ironic how we're trying to get in the cage rather than out of it. A little big and confusing to navigate, but still a better city map than any Doom 2 city map. A little mazy, but still a well-designed, visually appealing map. The big brawl in the field is where this level shines. A challenging fight to the finish where you need to preserve your resources. For an O of Destruction, it's oddly calm. Still a good map. By this point, you could already tell that I dig big brawls and courtyards. Dead simple, but dead effective. It's the enemy gauntlet that started it all. A much better processor than TNT's central processing. A big, sprawling maze loaded with secrets. Don't take the secret exit, at least a Fortress of Mystery. Insert comment about the courtyard at the end making the level. 2 short battles build up to an epic final showdown with the Icon of Sin. A much better final level than Limbo. Mostly because it actually feels like a final level. A training course for linear Doom. Make sure you chain gun every enemy that follows you into the maze. Fun level, but it's kinda jarring to hear the intermission theme in a normal level. I am dead. Doom and Wolfenstein collide. The levels themselves are a little on the simple side, but the novelty is what gets them this high. I rank them together because they're basically the same thing. I hope you brought a BFG for that one bridge. A good fortress map, but I had to deduct points for the pain elemental at the end. A weaker version of Inmost Ends. Not that I'm complaining, because Inmost Ends already slaps. How were we supposed to figure out that we had to hump the torch to get the plasma gun? Home of the big fucking gun. Home of the super shotgun. Fast-paced and loaded with fun puzzles. Really fun sandbox level. Kinda reminds me of Mario 64 in a way. Did someone swear on Carmack's Christian Doom server? One of the most challenging maps in an already challenging map pack. By far the best TNT level. I'm not a fan of that Spiral Hall, but everything else is a brutal bloodbath. Yes, into the pit. Let's burn them. A horror level. You are being hunted by Archviles in a massive maze. Escaping it is super satisfying. A big, sprawling maze that'll have you fighting for your life. I love the music in this level. It's catchy and fast and really gets me in the mood to slay some demons. The level kinda slows down near the end, but it's still a fun ride. Don't go for the rocket launcher. It's not worth it. Doom's first truly atmospheric level. The music and the atmosphere really help you get a sense of the situation. I adore this level's music and pace. Don't forget to pick up the plasma gun. A Cyber Demon Gauntlet. You fight each of them one by one, finishing off with a horde of revenants. The diverted bridge is simply iconic, and I also really like the puzzle leading to the secret level. Circle of Death on steroids. It is now a Circle of Chaos. Absolute banger. It looks nice, it's easy to navigate, it's fun, good map. Story told through gameplay. Everyone around you is dead. Demons roam the halls. You don't know what you're up against, and you end up getting dragged to hell. This could honestly pass as a Zelda dungeon. The level that made history. Not only a fantastic introduction to the franchise, but also a big leap forward for the medium of gaming as a whole. Starts out as a carbon copy of E3M1, and then psych, now you gotta fight your way through hordes of demons to escape the level. Awesome. A banger of an introduction to the master levels. It's fun, it's fair, and it's challenging. A test of everything you have learned throughout Knee Deep in the Dead. An absolutely incredible arena battle that'll leave you on the edge of your seat. The atmosphere in this level is unparalleled. The Marine's rocket duel with his first cyber demon is just too epic for words. Everything you've learned throughout the last 3 games has all led to this. It is to Doom what the perfect run is to Super Mario Galaxy. It is cruel. It is brutal. It is merciless. It is badass. It is everything I love and hate about Doom in one level. Anyway, that is just about every Doom level released between 93 and 96. If you think I'm objectively wrong, or if I missed a level or two, let me know in the comments. That just about concludes this video, and I will see you all another time.